Well, you guys, Long Haul Larry, and I am out trucking still. Been almost 3 weeks of actually working. I haven't recorded probably for over a week and a half. My mount, I had a mount for my camera, and I would love to be recording video, driving on the road and stuff, doing, you know, the usual driving videos and stuff. But I had a mount, and I hit a huge bump in Arkansas. You guys been through Arkansas, you know what I'm talking about. Every overpass is basically a launch point. And I hit one, and it actually broke my mount. It snapped it right in half for my camera mount. I stopped at truck stops trying to find some kind of mount I could rig up or whatever for a camera. I can't find anything. I've been to Walmart, can't find anything. And I have other mounts at home, but I only had the one with me. And I actually was out in Frederick just recently, and I was there for a day and just did some stuff on trailers, stuff like that, worked there. And I took the service truck and I ran over to Walmart and everything else and got a few supplies and everything else. I tried to find some kind of camera mount. I thought maybe even about GoPro mounts and just sticking them on stuff, you know, just for temporary. They don't even sell them. They don't even sell GoPro mounts. That Walmart out there is weird. But I thought that what I would do, since Thanksgiving is going to be coming up, is I would show you guys some really good ways to cook some good meals in your truck. I've done this in the past and everything else, and it's really good and it's really simple. And before my back surgery, I went on this big diet and everything, and I lost, I mean, it was like almost 40 pounds. I did really well and stuff on it. Lost all the weight that I wanted to, got down to pretty close to a weight that I wanted to be at. I was within pounds of it, of my goal, and then I broke my back. And I just wasn't able to get up and move as much as I wanted to and everything else, and I basically gained all the weight back. So I have been working hard again and trying to lose weight and everything else, and working on this, and eating out at truck stops and everything else and fast food stuff. It's just not healthy. It just isn't. So I've been trying to get out and walk every day and everything, and as you can see, I am at the Cockroach Truck Stop, the famous Cockroach Truck Stop, and that's where I made it to last night. I'm actually, I think it's my 5th trip to Dallas since I've been back. I've been just going back and forth, and I've been busting it back and forth and doing loads in between and stuff. So I've been running pretty hard, and I'm actually on my way back to Dallas, and then I'm picking up a load again in Fort Worth, going back to Pennsylvania, and then I'll be going home for a week or so and get back working on my F-350. But I thought that I would like to start cooking more meals in the truck and everything, and so I'm going to show you guys what I do to make myself a good meal. And this is going to last me 4 or 5 days of meals here with leftovers. And so the cost is really good and everything, and it'll keep me out of these truck stops eating and let me eat a little bit healthier. So I'm going to show you guys what it is. And I'm telling you right now, it's going to make your truck smell like Thanksgiving. This is something that I like to make for, like, especially like going out snowmobiling or something like this. You could throw this together and then go out snowmobiling for the day and everything, and when you come back, you got a really nice hot meal. It's real simple. You don't have to mess with it, everything else. This is just a crock pot, and truck stops, they sell crock pots and stuff, like these little crock pots that you can buy, and you can plug them into like a 12-volt outlet. But the thing is you can just go to like Walmart and pick up one of these crock pots. It's like 20 bucks. And these things work just fine. You just got to make sure to set them on the floor, and you place like a towel around it so they don't slide around and stuff, and they'll be just fine as long as you got 110 power in your truck, which everybody does nowadays. But to help out in the mess factor, I'm gonna give you guys a real big tip. Get these things. These are Crock-Pot slow cooker liners. So you get one of these liners, and the way this works is you put this into the crock pot. And then what happens is it cooks all in there, and when it all gets done and everything, it cooks just the same. And when it all gets done and everything, and you pull everything out and put it into dishes and put it in your refrigerator to store for leftovers and everything, all you do is take the bag and pull it out. Boom, done. There's hardly any cleanup, because you know, crock pots, if you cook stuff in there 6, 7, 8 hours or whatever, you know, they get caked on there, and then you got a lot of cleaning to do and everything. That's hard to do with a truck, you know. But the first thing that we're gonna do is, I have some chicken breasts. Sorry about that, blocked the camera. And I just bought a whole package of chicken breasts, because like I said, this is gonna be days and days of leftovers. And the first thing that I wanted to do is, I have trimmed the chicken breasts and everything to get most of the fat off them and stuff. And I've washed them, and what I do is I just have a jug of water and I just do it outside the truck. And first thing you do is just put some kind of anti-stick stuff into it. But I put this chicken breast and I cut them up, got the fat off of them, and then I rinsed them and then dabbed them with a paper towel. And then I usually use Italian seasoning on this recipe that I do all the time, but they didn't have any at the Walmart. They had no Italian seasoning. I couldn't believe it. And so I got this. This looked pretty good. This was made by Weber. It says honey garlic seasoning and rub for chicken. That might be pretty good, so I'm going to try that. So basically, all you do is just take the chicken breasts and just stick them all down in the bottom of the... Okay? And the other thing is too, when you're messing with fresh chicken like this, you know, you don't want to... You want to make sure to keep things clean, because you don't want to get, what is it, salmonella poisoning or whatever. So I have a pan. It's like a Tupperware. It's a larger Tupperware than this. And I keep this over there. And when I'm cutting and all this stuff, my little knife and all this stuff in my hands, I have some water that I dump into, or some dishwashing soap. I just have a little thing of dishwashing soap. And then I can wash everything up at the end and then dump it. So I want to keep all that clean. So you got your chicken in there. I think I'm going to add a little bit more seasoning to it. And I think I'm going to put a little salt and sugar in there, or salt and pepper in there. Go. Then we just need to make up our stuffing, which is very simple. We're just going to take a box of stovetop stuffing. That's all you're going to do. So we're just going to put that on there. Alright, I had to get a fork out. Need something to stir this up with. Then you want to get a can of cream of chicken. Now, how do you get the cream out of the chicken? I don't know. Don't want to know, but hey, cream of chicken. Drop that lid on the floor. I have to clean that up. And then you also want some chicken broth. And so chicken broth, you don't have to have this refrigerated, but once you open it, then you do. And you're gonna need about half a cup or so. And we're just gonna do that. And it's probably somewhere around there. Okay? And I'm gonna put this to the side, because I'm gonna use that again. And then basically what I'm going to do is just stir up mix all this up, the stuffing mix. go. Got it all mixed up. Now what I usually do is I put the chicken broth, I actually put some in the bottom of this. And I usually put about another half a cup of down on the bottom of there just to keep it everything moist and stuff. Then you have to refrigerate this once you open. Then you'll just take your stuffing mix and you just put it in there. Put it over the top of the chicken. Go. And we're just gonna equal out our stuffing there. And then one last thing that I do is I put green beans on there. I put green beans in there. You guys seeing what's going on here? You pretty much, if you want to do this to turkey breasts, you pretty much got a Thanksgiving dinner. So then all I'm going to do is you just close down the lid, seal her down good and tight. Plastic, you kind of have to press it in there, kind of work it in there so it stays. So you want this to be sealed up and everything. And then I'm going to put it on low for about 6 to 7 hours. Okay? You're gonna put it on low for about 6 to 7 hours, or you could do it on high for like 4 hours. And I'm gonna put this down on the floor, plug it into 110, and I'm going to go out and do my pre-trip. And I'm gonna get rolling down the road. I gotta clean up my dishes here and stuff, clean up my mess, and do my pre-trip and hit the road and go trucking. And 6 to 7 hours later, I am going to have myself a really good meal. There's other things that go with this. I usually do mashed potatoes and gravy with it, but in a truck it's pretty hard to do mashed potatoes. But they sell these little cups that were like instant mashed potatoes kind of thing. They're not the greatest, but they'll work. And so I got some of those, and I'll make some of those and stuff, and then I just have a thing of gravy that can heat up. So in the truck you kind of have to do it a little differently, but at home, you know, you can do it. So that's what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna get this thing started up, put it on for low, and get trucking. And when I stop to do my half-an-hour break, and I tell you what, the smells that come out of this thing all day long, whoo! I mean, I do this at home and the whole house smells like Thanksgiving. This truck is gonna be intense. It's gonna smell really good in here. So we can get going here. All right, guys, we got everything all cleaned up. We got our inspection done, and it is time to get rolling out of here. So we're looking at, for some reason, my GPS, this thing is new, weird. I don't know, it's kind of doing weird deal. For some reason it has me turning down this little road that I always take a walk on, and it is a small, windy little road. I don't know if you guys can even see that. But it is telling me that I have 575 miles to go. Should be arriving in Dallas at my destination at about 10 o'clock tonight. So that'd be a little bit different because I got to take my half-an-hour break and stuff. I'm stopping fuel and everything. But kind of a little timeline. And the crock pot is all going back there. I can see it starting to steam up. Things are starting to cook away. And now we can just roll the miles and let our awesome meal just start getting ready for dinner tonight. Boy, this thing is so bad, these driveways in here. Alrighty, I can't hold on to the camera and shift and stuff, so I gotta let you guys go. Well, guys, we are 78 miles away from Dallas, from Dannon and Dallas, and it has been 7 hours with our crock pot cooking away, and the smells are driving me insane. And I'm not gonna make it in there before I run out of hours, so I'm gonna do a half-an-hour break here, and I'm gonna see what this takes a look at. See if it's all done. Let's take a look. Well, guys, there we go.
we got her all put out here. We got our chicken and everything. And we got some green beans. We got some stuffing. And then these are the potatoes. I can't really do potatoes in a truck and everything. And I tried these and actually they look, and I've actually tried them. They actually taste pretty good, actually. I was surprised. It's basically like a powder or something. I'm guessing it's like potatoes and they're all dried or something like that. And then add water to them and you put them in the microwave and they become potatoes. And they're actually pretty good tasting, actually. I was surprised. But they're butter potatoes. And then a little bit of gravy on there. And that there is a pretty doggone meal cooked in a semi going down the road. And I tell you what, that chicken, woohoo! I like that spices, that herb spices and stuff that I put in there. This chicken is awesome. It is really good tasting. But I mean, that is a super good meal. So there you go. Basically, everything you do while you're just driving on the road, it's very simple to throw all together and everything. And the potatoes and stuff, there were these right here, these Idowin or whatever, buttery mash, home-style mashed potatoes. And you just add water to them, stir them up, put them in the microwave for 2.5 minutes, and boom, done. So, and they come out pretty good, actually. So there you go. There's an awesome meal. And when I get done eating, I'll separate the rest of it and put it all in little tiny Tupperware containers. Put it all in my refrigerator, and I'll have like 4 days worth of dinners and leftovers of all this. So, pretty cool. So there you go. Awesome dinner. Now I tell you what, the smell was driving me insane. I'm about starving to death. So I'm going to let you go. I hope everybody out there is having themselves a great day, great night. Watch this here video. And if you're not, let's try that over again tomorrow. But I got to go because I'm starving. See ya.